Hey everyone. As I said in my video, I was kind of last week, kind of go over the video editing software that I use. Actually, I'm recording this in one of the video editing software that I use, and it's Filmora 9. So far, this has been the most reliable, and it renders probably a lot faster. So if you're somebody that, especially on an older computer, um, my desktop, I mentioned a couple times, I thought it was a lot more powerful than my laptop, and it's not. It's an AMD chip, an 8350, I think, which is, I don't know, 5 years old, if not a little older. And I've updated the RAM to like 16 gigs, and I've got an SSD drive. So it's a lot faster than it was when I first bought it. But for rendering, it's a lot slower. My laptop in Filmora renders a lot faster. So if you're someone with an older computer and you want to do videos for YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and you want to edit them, I'm gonna put Filmora 9 at the top of the list. If you subscribe, once you get used to it and you want to add, your own personal flair to it, you can subscribe to their Film Stocks website and download more titles and transitions and styles and that. You'll see a lot, uh, well, I'd say 30% of the titles I've done, I've modified, I've made my own from their stock. So that's a good amount. My next in line recommendation would be Hitfilm Express. It's free, and as you get to use it more, and if you want to get into some compositing, Hitfilm Express is a good program to build on. They have a lot of sales on their stuff, so I've almost done my Hitfilm Express is probably almost Hitfilm Pro. There's a few packages I haven't bought for it, but I really don't use those, so it's not bad. I mean, it's all going to depend on what you want. They got a puppet feature for still images. They've got the ability to use um, import 3D models, that you create in Blender. I've done that before. Some of my text in my videos, my intros have been done in Blender, and I've exported them out as an OBJ file and imported them back into Hitfilm to bring them in, to composite it with other backgrounds. I'll actually include one I just did, and it's a composite of the 3D model of the text that I created plus a plane to act as the floor, and then I put some lighting in and some special effects like heat distortion, that kind of stuff. It's not my best work, but I whipped it together fairly quickly just to use as an intro for those that are for video editing, or you're using Adobe Premiere or After Effects. I think that probably works evenly. I imagine since more people that run Apples on here that use that, it probably runs a little bit better on Apple. Where I had brain freeze for a second. Final Cut Pro. Um, Another one I've been trying to use is DaVinci Resolve. I don't know if it was just a glitch in the last version when I was using it on my laptop, which is supposed to have a Core i7. It's got I think it's a 9870 processor, H mobile processor, and it's got a 2070 RTX card in it, but it's a mobile card. So I don't know it. The 2 or 3 times I tried rendering with it, it would either freeze or just crash on me. So I've downloaded the newest version, and I'm going to bring it with me and check it to see how well it works. Video Studio 2020 seems to be working pretty good. It takes a little longer to render, but for fast video editing, especially if you're using a GoPro Hero 7 or 8 or and that, for fast video editing, to take out the warp and that, I'm going to have to highly recommend Filmora 9. It's the only one I run into that actually has a Hero 7 at least. Well, at least Hero 7, Hero 6, and Hero 5 filters to adjust the warp. I imagine their next update will probably include the Hero 8. But I imagine the 7 and 8 are probably pretty close to get the warping out. I've also done another intro that I composited, some footage from SoundCrate or from Production Crate, couple pictures from there, landscape pictures I've composited together, and then adding the text. So I'll include them, just a quick view of them, of both intros, to show you some of the stuff that you can do in Hitfilm as you learn it. And like I said, it's a free program. The basis is there. You can animate in it. And like I said, if you want to slowly expand it, or if you get real comfortable with it and want all the features of Hitfilm Pro, then that's a pay program to buy that. DaVinci Resolve is a different kind of program in that it uses nodes similar to Blender rather than layering like Hitfilm and Adobe After Effects and Premiere. Well, this is just going to be a quick video because I said that I was going to kind of give you an overview of some of the programs I use. I also use Pinnacle 23, the newest version. It's similar to Video Studio 2020, so it's a choice you'll have to make. A lot of the free, a lot of the special effects are the same, filters are the same, and that it's doing your research. I mean, like I said, if you want to do your stuff fast, you don't plan on doing a lot of compositing or layering and that, then I'd say Filmora 9's your top pick. And then, if you want to add more to it, you subscribe. It's a yearly fee, and you can download a lot of, different style titles and transitions and that. It's a good deal all around. Well, thanks for watching. I hope everybody's safe and following the rules. Have a good day. Here are some of the ones I've done. This is a combination of some smoke effects. I created the text in Blender and some sparks effects. This was a couple pictures and a sandstorm and then adding the text. And there, if you look, you can see the heat distortion. This is the one I just put together. There's some fire videos. I created the text and the plane in Blender, and then I pulled a picture off the internet for the background. So these are some of the things you can do in Hitfilm, DaVinci Resolve, by compositing things together. DaVinci Resolve will be a little bit different because you would do it in Fusion, where Hitfilm Express, for just to get used to compositing, is like the one I'd recommend, or Hitfilm Pro. Well, that's it. I appreciate you watching this. Remember, like, subscribe, and comment. This way my videos get out a little bit more so more people can see it, and I can build up a subscriber amount. Thanks.